Fight for China's fight with COVID-19. Cases have reached another record high, topping 32,000 new infections, China's worst outbreak since the start of the pandemic. The last major surge was seen in April. Most cases back then were concentrated in Shanghai, which imposed a strict 2-month lockdown. But now they are dispersed across the country, with megacities Guangzhou, Chongqing and the capital Beijing all affected. Local authorities have set sweeping new restrictions to combat the virus, issuing stay-at-home orders and closing businesses and public transport. Earlier in November, the central government announced a relaxation of its strict approach, known as Zero COVID. Quarantine and contact tracing were to be reduced.
It is to protect people's life, safety and health to the greatest extent and minimize the impact of the pandemic on economic and social development.
But the rise in infections as winter approaches has forced local authorities to reverse any attempts at reopening. The return of harsh restrictions is provoking resistance in a population already reeling from years of lockdowns. Protests have been reported in Guangzhou, and there has been criticism of the government's policies on social media. This week, workers at an iPhone assembly plant in the city of Zhengzhou clashed with police over concerns about pay and living conditions.
How many people have the savings to support them if things continually stay halted? And even if you have money to stay at home every day, that's not true living. That's lingering on the last breath of air.
The COVID-19 resurgence is bad news for China's economy. 20% of the country's GDP is estimated to be under lockdown, while production at the iPhone plant, the world's largest, could fall by 30%. But a full lifting of restrictions would be dangerous given China's relatively low vaccination rate and fragile public health system, which could be overwhelmed by a surge in infections. For that reason, Zero COVID is likely here to stay. Rupert Stone, TRT World.